1960 film Psycho is a very interesting story in the life of a man named Norman Bates. In the case of Norman Bates, we see a very rare and bizarre disorder known as dissociative identity disorder. It can be caused by severe and prolonged trauma experienced during childhood, and its symptoms include having two or more distinct personality states that can be seen as an experience of possession, having a marked discontinuity in sense of self and of agency, having alternations in behavior, conscientiousness, memory, perception, and cognition, having recurring gaps in the recall of everyday events and important personal information, and not having conscious awareness of the altered personalities. One way that Psycho very accurately depicts dissociative identity disorder is when it shows how the symptoms are clearly causing impairment in social and other important areas of functioning. Norman can't stand not helping his mother and doesn't even have any friends to hang out with because of his mother personality state.
Is your time so empty?
No. Well, I run the office and tend the cabins and grounds and do little errands for my mother. The ones she allows I might be capable of doing.
Do you go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Sometimes we deliberately step into those traps.
I was born in mine. I don't mind it anymore.
Oh, but you should. You should mind it.
Oh, I do. But I say I don't.
You know, if anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
Sometimes when she talks to me like that, I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. Or at least defy her. But I know I can't.
Mrs. Bates.
Psycho is also able to accurately depict the inability of Norman to remember the traumatic events that had occurred previously when his mother personality state came out. His mother had inherently stabbed the woman in the shower, and yet he had no previous memory of it, and was very surprised to see the dead girl's body once he returned to his Norman personality state.
Mother! Oh, God! Mother! Blood! Blood!
Overall, Psycho does a pretty decent job of depicting dissociative identity disorder. The movie helps show that Norman's incestuous relationship with his mother in childhood ended up making him kill her, and he regretted it so deeply that he ended up pretending she was still there. He role-played her so much that it eventually became a reality to him. She would take over whenever any sexual trigger, among other things, went off, and his mother's jealousy would cause him to do things like stab the woman in the shower. Additionally, Norman's alternative personality may even represent the psychological means of expressing the hatred and anger that he is unable to integrate within himself for killing his own mother. Norman Bates basically lives his life in denial so that he may continue his normal life functions as best as possible.
They're probably watching me. Well, let them. Let them see what kind of a person I am. I'm not even gonna swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.